good and evil is the destroyer of hearts. It is said that a heart of love can turn to a heart of dark, but before you know how it ends, you must know how it starts. Just a devil dressed in skin. They say behind a man's smile is well of sin. They say that a woman's just a devil dressed in skin. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah, man. There you go. Peabody on the singing, you know what I mean? So,
Oh, they didn't even know. What's up, Real Talk Radio? It's another edition of Unmasking, and I got my boy Modular 7, aka Shaheed, on the interview this time. And how you doing over there in the cold UK?
yeah, man. I mean, it was hot for 2 weeks, and that's it. The summertime's gone now, I think. Maybe another week of about 25 degrees, and that's it, man. You know what I mean? Florida, you know what I'm saying? I need to come over that way, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, come over here. Get some rays of sunshine. Take it back to the people of the UK because they seem sad a lot.
Well, trust me, man, it really brings you down when that cold comes in. And for me, you know, I've got this. When I say the weather goes cold, what do you call it? You know what I mean? It just the mood just changes. You know what I mean? Not completely, but yeah.
You think there's something psychological about the weather?
No, it's just, yeah, definitely, man. You know what I mean? It's a seasonal thing. You know what I mean? A seasonal disorder, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean?
I have noticed a lot of people in the family get sad when it's cold over there.
No, trust me, man. Yeah.
So, hey, for everyone that's part of this family, Real Talk Radio, and you're in the UK, I'm sending rays of sunshine your way.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We need more sun. We need more sun and less cold. Yeah. Well, I already got it, man. You know what I mean?
So tell me, man, how's the music going?
Boy, you know what I'm saying? The music, you know yourself, you know what I mean? It's just busy with the whole music thing, you know.
But like to everybody in the family that doesn't know who Modular 7 is, I mean, let's start from the basics. Let's start from the origin. How'd you even come to falling in love with music?
Boy, you know what I mean? That's from early, very early, because come to think of it, there's nobody musical in my family. You know what I mean? You know, that's none of the cousins, no, you know, my parents.
You're the only one?
I'm the only one, as far as I know. You know what I mean? Whether they've been banging drums, whether they've been banging drums, you know what I mean?
How was the support?
Bruv. Oh, the support, you know what I mean? I just do my own thing, you know what I mean? But, you know, but yeah, I mean, as like from an early age, I don't know, maybe 9, 10, do you know what I mean? I started off because, you know, it's like some friends or whatever from school. They was like, yo, you need to go to it's like a youth club. It's like, we need to go here. You know what I mean? It's like breakdancing, and I had no idea about what breakdancing was or what. It's like, you got to come. So I went down there and, you know what I mean? There was loads of kids there, you know what I mean? And some of these guys, you know, like you got the acrobatics with the breakdancing. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you see them like run up walls and backflips and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? But that's where it started, I think, really, you know, with the hip hop and stuff, because, you know what I mean? This is like, because ever since I can remember, I think the very first time I heard hip hop or rap was like the Sugar Hill Gang. Do you know what I mean? This is going back, you know, like like the 70s. Do you know what I mean? I was quite young then, but, you know what I mean? From there, it started off as a breakdancing thing, you know what I mean? So I went into this place and you had, it's like African Bambata, you had Dougie Fresh, do you know what I mean? It's electro music, do you know what I mean? For that time, I don't know if, I'm sure you guys had the compilations as well. Electro 1, Electro 2, you know what I mean? We went up to about 25 or whatever, man. But yeah, you know, hearing that music, and that track, what is it called? Planet Rock. Do you know what I mean? Everybody should know that listens to hip hop, you know what I mean, about Africa Bambaataa and Planet Rock. And I thought, yo, this is some futuristic shit. Do you know what I mean? Later, yeah, trust me, it was futuristic. But later on, I found out they robbed the whole track from Kraftwerk, because that was the actual, you know what I mean, the original guys. It's like, oh man, that's taking the piss of it, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, speaking of that, did you hear that the one album that Wu-Tang had made that no one had heard, that the guy had actually bought for them?
No, I didn't hear that album, you know.
Yeah, he actually got into some criminal trouble, and now he had to give it back. He had to sell it. It's crazy.
Okay, but I'm sure they sold it to him in the first place.
Yeah, but he had to sell it back to pay money that he owed to the government.
Okay.
So now, and the person that has it, the name is undisclosed, man. So there's this composition of amazing music that none of us have heard, except few people, man. Sorry to go off topic there, but
that's so good, man. You know what I mean?
Did Modular 7 have like a jogger suit? Were you out there busting the robot and shit?
Yeah, of course, bro. We had the shell suits and everything, you know what I mean? Luckily we wasn't smoking at that time, man, because we would have, you know what I mean, like loads of holes in the
for sure.
Shell suits, you know what I mean, and he was tracksuit bottoms, and you know, this is what it's all about. You know, I think culturally, you know, within the whole hip hop thing, you know, he was following the way somebody was dressing. So, you know, for us, it was tracksuits, shell suits, you know what I mean? The Kango hats. I never really had a Kango hat, but you know what I mean? Same everywhere, man. You know, whether it's here or...
I'm not even gonna lie, even to this day, when I see UK, like UK mob movies or whatever, they're still wearing the tracksuits, and I want one, bro.
Oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you can.
They look so fresh.
Yeah, the two-tone night jackets, you know what I mean? They still sell those, bro. You know what I mean? They're still selling.
Yeah, I see them. They're bringing them back. So you started off playing the drums?
No, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play anything.
What you do?
You know what I mean? I didn't play anything. Nothing at all. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to play the keyboard. I didn't know how to play a guitar. You know what I mean? At the moment, you know what I mean? I still don't play instruments. You know what I mean? The only thing that I play kind of is the keyboard, because I've got one in front of me right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. You know what I mean? But those are just basic chords, and I just have to fiddle around with the keyboard until you know what I mean, I've got something, you know what I mean? So the basic chords, I know a few chords, and based off those chords, I just do the rest. So yeah, man. So but that's it.
So what did you start off with, like, on your journey of music? Where's your origin? Where was the beginning? Keyboard?
I think, you know, for me, it's more like a DJ thing, because because that's how I really got into it. A few years later.
Talking turntable DJ?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. You know how it goes, you know what I'm saying? So I was just fascinated by the whole DJ thing, because I seen the first World Championships. That was in 1989. And I still remember that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, one of the boys is a UK boy that won that, you know what I mean? The whole thing, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That was like, I was watching it, I was thinking, yo, what these guys doing? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, because you see them, I'm just like both hands, I'm just going like this, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, yo, you know what I mean? This is what I got to do. You know, I need a pair of this. But obviously, you know, that time, you know, when you're like 30, whatever it was, 14 or 15, do you know what I mean? You ain't got no money to go and buy anything. Never mind a pair of, you know what I mean? Technics, a pair of turntables at that time, I think they retailed about £300. Or was it, about £300? You know what I mean? And having like a pair of those that's money. You know what I mean? £600. You know, that's a lot of money for a little kid to be raising. Yeah.
Well, back then, all you have as a child is the dream.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
It's so pure back then, though.
Yeah.
Even without any money, even without any of the tools you needed, that dream was alive, boy. It was.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the whole concept behind what we do now. You know what I mean? I have been doing throughout the years. And I think, man, I wish I could get one of these or get one of those, and you know what I mean? But you know, eventually, you know what I mean, I did get a pair of Technics, you know what I'm saying, and I started, And all I wanted to do was like scratch. That's it. I don't care about anything else, you know what I'm saying? So you got the turntables and a mixer. So I got that down, you know what I'm saying? I've sold my decks now, you know what I mean? It's been a long time, you know what I mean? If I bought a pair of decks, you know what I mean? I'll be busy with the decks, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't want to do that no more, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's mad. You know what I mean?
How'd you make your way to making beats and hip hop and where you're at now?
Yeah, bro. Well, first thing I think, you know, is like I went to college and I enrolled into college and, you know, with the idea that I wanted to do music. So, you know, I went to, you know, the enrollment, the table, you know what I mean? And the music teacher there, I was like, look, this is what I want to do. I want to create beats. I want to, you know what I mean, program beats and this, that, and the other. And he was like, yeah, no problem. You'd be best suited if you did music theory. I like, what? Music theory, you know what I'm saying? You know, music, I don't want to know about music theory or how they play the bass or how they play, you know what I mean? and he put me into this class, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I mean? First lesson, you know what I mean? There's play, you know what I mean? It's like there's a good few of us, you know what I mean? And they had some Mozart, whatever it was, you know what I mean? They played that. And the guy was like, you know, he's talking through it as the whole track was playing, you know what I mean? It's about 15 minutes long. And he's like, listen to this, listen to how the violins are playing this vibrato. And you talking, you know what I'm saying? I look around, by the end of the lesson, you know what I'm saying, bro? I was looking around and trust me, people in the class weren't amused.
Yeah, we came here to make beats, bro.
This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I went to the second lesson, and after that lesson, I thought, no, man, I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I talked to the teacher. I said, look, do you know what I mean? I want something like a bit more hands-on. Do you know what I mean? Where we're actually recording stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. You should try the music technology course.
Oh,
yeah. Like,
you didn't get that from the first time I spoke to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, well, that's what I wanted to do in the first place, but you told me to do the music theory.
Like, what's your deal, dude? You got me theorizing when I want to do it. I want to
exactly.
do it.
You know what I mean? I don't want to know about. I don't want to know about how to play the violin. You know what I mean? On my beats. So,
did you learn much in that?
I got thrown out the bloody class because I got thrown out of the class because you know, this teacher, I felt like he was picking on me, you know what I mean, through the lessons and whatever. And you know, every time he was doing something and it kind of just come up to me, it's like, well, show the class what you've done. And you know what I mean? I didn't have a clue what I was doing, you know, like you know what I mean? You got a computer there. And, you know, at that time, I think, you know, it's just MIDI. You know, you couldn't record actual sounds into the computer or whatever. You had this really shitty, you know, it's called, what is it called? MIDI CC. So all you've got is the built-in sounds, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, one of them being a piano, another one being a bass. And then you got sound effects, which is like, one of them's a dog. You know what I'm saying? A whistle. You know what I mean? That kind of, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? The sound of a door. I mean, yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, what the hell is supposed to create on this? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, but you know what I mean? Back then, you know what I'm saying? I was very cheeky. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't really have that kind of respect for people. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Obviously, my friends, you know what I mean, it's all good, you know what I mean? But in terms of like teachers and stuff like that, man, because we come out of a bit of a rough school, you know what I mean? And, you know, we used to cause mayhem, you know what I mean? And it's just mayhem every day, each and every day, just mayhem. So what I did, you trust me, man? You know how that goes anyway.
I do.
You know what I mean? But the teachers, man, the teachers ain't teaching shit. You know what I mean? Take over the class. You know what I mean? We're taking over the class. But yeah, you know, a friend of mine who was doing another course, he kind of gave me some background on this teacher. And this is what I came up with, because he's picking on me, man, you know what I'm saying? I just felt threatened. I felt threatened. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna bloody lay it on him. I'm gonna lay it on him. So I told him a few things that, you know what I mean? The man was like, you know, I'm not gonna go into detail, but you know what I mean, it's like fiddling around with some student or whatever. I said, bro, this is what you've been doing. You know what I mean? And then you know, and then in the end, it's like, look, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, I must have told like one of the, you know, the head teachers or whatever. It's like, look, I can't have this guy in my class. He's very disrespectful and disruptive. You know what I mean? So that was the end of that. You know, that was the end of my musical career before it began. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
hey,
yeah, man.
What's a dream without adversity, man?
That's what I'm saying. So, you know, but in the end, I tried it again. You know, went to this other college. You know, this was like later on because, you know, all I wanted to do is kind of like buy a PC. But at the time, I didn't even know how to use a PC. You know what I mean? This is when like it was. I don't even think it was Windows at that time. You know what I'm saying? When I bought the PC, I think it's like a really early version of Windows. And this is what I've done. I bought the PC. I thought, you know what? Because we've been into like studios, you know what I mean? Me and a couple of friends of mine, because we started by this time, you know, like formed a little group, you know what I mean? As some dancers. I was rapping, you know what I mean, for a little bit. And we had another guy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we went into the studio, tried to record it like that. And, you know, these studio guys, you know what I'm saying? It's like cost the arm and the leg. And they don't give you what you really want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because we don't know how to music. So, you know, the engineers, you'd like go there and it's like, yeah, they just turn up the speakers. And I say, you know what? Listen to it. And, you know, you're listening to the music and it's like, yeah, that sounds big. You know what I mean? You get the tape back, play it, put it in your stereo, and it's like, that's a tiny sound, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, they ain't done anything to that track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So things like this, you know what I mean? It kind of, one way is a downer, you know what I mean? Because you're not getting what you want in terms of, you know, how you vision the music to be.
Yeah.
So after that, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna buy my PC. I'm gonna teach myself. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to go to the studios where with like a workstation. You know, I had this core keyboard and literally built-in sequence and everything like that. And I think I pissed a few people off. You know what I'm saying? When I go into the studio, because I used to carry the keyboard to the studio. You know what I mean? So, you know, you've got the built-in all the sounds and everything, but to link that up to a PC, you know what I mean? It's all patches. And there's thousands of patches, you know what I'm saying? You have to find like 2031A. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's that patch, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So to transfer it all over. You know what I mean? Transfer everything over on, you know, through the, you know, like what it was, Cubase, Sonar, whatever it was. You know what I mean? So they've got like the MIDI now. You know what I'm saying? So then you have to seek, you know what I mean? Whatever sequence I've got there, I've got the whole sequence written down on a piece of paper. And I'm like, see this sound here? From bar 1 to bar 8, cut it from bar 8, start again from bar 24. You know what I mean? So this is like, you know, 16 tracks, whatever it was. And by the time you finish, you know, the guy, you know what I mean, he just looked like he had enough. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, you know what I mean? And it's like, I tried to book in another session and, you know, making excuses and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? I got to do it for myself.
What other choice you got? What other choice?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, bro. You know what I mean?
It's crazy
and that
because
was,
when you go in those places, bro, they're just stringing things together to get to their next appointment. There's no genuine camaraderie. There's no real relationship. But give me 1 second, bro. I gotta grab another water real quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I'm back. I just had to get water in my vape, if I'm being honest with everyone. So every time you're trying to master your craft, it seems like you're faced with adversity.
Yeah, definitely.
But you were up for the challenge.
Definitely. I wasn't gonna give up because you know, that's the thing. When you have producers and engineers and, you know, you're spending money to go into the studio and, you know what I mean, and they don't really care about You know what I mean? They're just worried about getting the hourly rate. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing but another day just getting paid and that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand because a lot of the these engineers, they weren't really hip hop engineers or this or that. You know what I mean? They was doing like rock music. You know what I mean? So they don't really understand where the whole hip hop thing is coming from. Even though you could be using a bass guitar, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But the actual sound, you're like, no, we don't get it.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't get it.
But thank you, and come again, please. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people don't understand. Like, you can't just use any engineer.
Yeah, yeah.
I've cycled through so many engineers, and you and I just found perfect harmony. And just to show everybody progression, we'll even speak, the journey you faced with adversity, you never gave up, and you've been able to really master your craft. And like, let's talk about Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? Tell us how that process was for you.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, up until that track, I didn't really work on big tracks in terms of, like all the layers, you know what I mean? The track count. Do you know what I mean? I think this was like the first one where I had to deal with the drums for a start. Brian Yeba, you know what I'm saying? He just sent me, all the different, the elements for his, all the elements, the overheads, and you know what I mean? So all of that, there's a good few tracks there. Do you know what I mean? He's done some keyboards, bass, whatever, you know what I mean? So he's got all his thing there. I think I got like the original guitar, which is like a fingerstyle guitar, you know what I mean? And his bass, basically, just off that, you know what I mean? We've got the whole rest of it. Obviously, you did the vocals, you know what I mean? Emma, you know what I mean? Miss Molly, you got Miss Molly, Emma, Brian, you know what I'm saying? Everybody done their thing. Woo. And then basically, I just had a whole load of tracks laid out in front of me. And I'm thinking, let me, you know what I mean? It's quite a big track, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think I showed you the track count on my screen.
We didn't do you. We didn't do you no favors. We didn't.
It's like good
one. And more importantly, the original was recorded on an entirely different beat. You had to construct this from the ground up around everybody's vocals on different beats. It's amazing. It always blows my mind, man. I'm like, how does somebody do that?
It's mad because we could have just recorded everybody's vocals on the 2-track back in if it's from, I don't know if it's the YouTube beat or whatever. And I thought, you know what I mean? Everyone's putting in effort. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not just gonna be happy with that 2-track. You know what I mean? Because mixing into a 2-track, you could be done. You know what I'm saying? But you're not getting the space that you need for everybody else to kind of, you know what I mean, the mix down and everything like that, you know what I mean? You need the own, you know what I mean, like, say your vocals, you know what I mean, they have to sit right within the beat, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be using like a 2-track, you know what I mean, something's got to give. So this is the only way I thought, you know what, do the whole thing, you know what I mean, and get it, mix it down properly, and,
So I don't know if I've heard a better mix song.
Oh, thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? This was like kind of new territory for me.
We all had our jaws drop, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And collectively, we've all been a part of big tracks, but this was just something special. You're talking about a 6-way collaboration, a beat construct. You're talking about 2 vocalists, 3 vocalists, a drummer, a piano, throwing in some magic. That doesn't happen without Real Talk Radio, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, because I've told you my process. You know what I'm saying? You could tell us. You know what I mean? For all the Real Talk Radio people out there, you know what I'm saying? How you come across, you know what I mean? Got this whole track together because it's your idea to begin with, and you sort of started it all up.
Yo, I'll touch on it real quick because it's a real crazy story. It happened a while back. My sister came over with her friend. And I'm not going to say no names, but this friend supposedly did music. So we were like bouncing ideas around. And then I came up with that idea because the girl sang. I was like, yo, Adam versus Eve. It would be dope if I was able to get those perspectives from man and woman of both bearing same evils found inside the heart. So really just trying to say, whether you're man or woman, we can both be heartless. And I didn't end up working out with that person. We never were able to make a song. So fast forward, it's like a year later. Now in the Real Talk Radio family, I'm like, shoot, I know Brian can sing his ass off. I know Miss Molly can sing her heart off. That's and then it materializes. I know you're gonna be able to take all of these pieces and create a masterpiece with it. So it's like it was meant to be, bro. It's destiny, man.
No, definitely. I mean, you know, it's on a level because, you know what I'm saying, we've been kind of doing bits and bobs for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. You know, first and foremost, I think that, you know what I mean, you have to be spiritually linked somehow or another, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this whole music thing. I mean, so for some people, you know what I mean, it might be just work and, you know what I mean, they're not really too bothered about it, you know what I'm saying, or the way, or put much effort into it, you know what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say, you know what I mean, because for us, I think everybody that's on Real Talk Radio, and I say everybody, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people, I think a lot of people, you know what I mean, they've been looking for the same thing, you know what I mean, when this whole, it's like the group come together, you know what I mean, obviously there's other groups out there and you post something and it's like, no one's going to give you no feedback, you know what I mean, nobody's going to give you any encouragement, you know what I'm saying, nobody's going to give you time of day, you know what I mean, those three things, you know what I'm saying?
Love to be found, man.
Love. That's it, man.
So, but you had a crazy kind of life, and what is it that makes you so humble? Because you got to be one of the most humble people I know.
Oh, Rolf, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? As I said, life, you know, things take turns in, you know what I mean, whether it's coming at you or whether you're going at somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I think I've been through some slippery slopes and you know what I mean? When I was, I know, a younger age, you know what I mean? I had a lot of, let's say like, you know what I'm saying? But it was ego, and you know what I mean? And this is the kind of person that I was, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not disrespectful, but you know what I mean? It's just really outgoing, you know what I'm saying? So this is the kind of thing that and then something happened, you know what I mean, that kind of just turned everything around. And I'm thinking, you know, I think you've been through the same thing, bro. You know what I mean? It's like a near-death experience. And I'm, you know what I mean? Because I used to do a lot of intoxicants. I was partying for about bloody, I don't know, 10, 13 years, you know what I'm saying? Non-stop, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I think one time there was, you know, I dropped a couple of, what do you want to call it? You know what I'm saying? Some smarties in it, you know what I'm saying? So from there, you know what I mean? I was awake all night. And then a friend of mine come down from my hometown to where I am now, you know what I'm saying? And he bought this weed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He bought this weed. I ain't been to sleep, you know what I mean? And no food, no nothing. I didn't even think about food, you know what I mean? And he come like 9 o'clock in the morning, so he come down and you know what I mean? He's just smoking, you know what I mean? It's all day. It's like 7 o'clock in the evening, and I thought, what the hell's going on, man? You know what I mean? I just felt thirsty, you know what I mean? I thought, and then I realized I haven't had no food all day. You know what I mean? You can't eat anyway, but you know what I'm saying? You know, no water, no food, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, went to get a glass of water. I just collapsed, and I mean, everything went black. You know what I'm saying? Everything went black. From then on, you know what I mean? I think that was a turning point for me with everything. Do you know what I mean? How, because I thought I was dead. Do you know what I mean? Because I was, you know, I was on the floor, eyes open, and it was all black. So in the, you know what I'm saying, in the end, cut a long story short, after that, you know what I'm saying, I think I just woke up, you know what I mean, in terms of where I was with life, you know what I'm saying, because this, something like that, I mean, it happens to different people, you know what I mean, they've got different stories, you know what I mean, and it's a wake-up call, You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? From then on, you know what I'm saying? I think I just got my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You could just drop any second and you think, you know what I mean?
Changes you. You
Yeah.
realize how short life is, and you realize the small things and the things that you've been taking for granted, like family, love, hellos, goodbyes. You know what I'm saying? So, and that speaks volumes, and it makes perfect sense. And what would you say to anybody out there that's having self-conflict about chasing their dreams and their passions? They got one foot in, one foot out.
I would say, regardless of if you think you haven't got certain something, you know what I mean, it doesn't matter. If you're worried about something, if you think you shit, you know what I mean, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Carry on doing, you know what I'm saying? If music is what you want to do, you know what I mean, just pursue it, regardless of whether you're getting love or whether somebody says you're good or somebody says you're bad, you know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, if you don't pursue what you know, the dream, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna look back in, I don't know, you know what I mean, 10 years time, and you're just gonna be a miserable bastard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Realistic, bro. You know what I mean? That's facts, bro.
You keep it at 100 though, because it's true. At some point, one day you're gonna be able to see through your own lies, and one day your fake happiness you created is gonna come to the light, and you'll be like, damn, you know what? I abandoned my soul. I abandoned my purpose.
I should have done it. I should have done it. You know what I'm saying? And
who
you know,
wants to be the guy that says, what if?
Yeah, exactly. There's, you know what I mean? There's so many what ifs throughout life. It's like, you know, and people are stopping. Do you know what I mean? They come to it, they pause, they kind of, you know what I mean, they doubt themselves. Do you know what I mean? And this is what it is. It's not even a musical thing, you know what I mean? With whatever path you're taking, do you know what I mean? You know, like a doctor, not everybody can be a doctor, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going for that, you know what I'm saying, don't think that you can't do it, because you can. You know what I mean?
And it's destiny, baby. It's preordained,
yeah, exactly.
Man. Like I said earlier, man, you ride the waves of destiny to whatever beach it takes you to, man.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. Yo, and before we sign off, because we're coming up on the time limit, is there anything you want to say to the Real Talk Radio family, the people that are watching?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, shouts out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, to everybody that, you know, I've worked with on Real Talk Radio. But the main thing is, you know what I mean, in terms of like collaborations and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, you know, obviously not everyone's going to reply to everything, but, you know what I'm saying, put your music up there, you know what I mean, get heard. Doesn't matter if you think it's shit, you know what I mean, there's always someone who's going to think it's good, you know what I mean, so that's what you need to do, people, you know what I'm saying. If anybody needs advice on mixing and things like this, you know what I'm saying, you know, give me a shout. You know what I mean? If you can't get a hold of me, you know what I'm saying, you got Peabody, you got Brian, you got the other Brian there, you know what I'm saying? Brian Yabba, you know what I'm saying? Brian Yabba. Yeah, man. So, you know what I mean? We're here, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, everyone's busy doing whatever they're doing, but, you know, if the family needs help, get at us, you know what I'm saying? Simple. You know what I mean? That's it, bro.
And that's the Real Talk Radio way.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the last, not least, man, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Peabody. You know what I'm saying? You're the man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Without this, you and me connecting, you know what I'm saying, and Real Talk Radio and everything, you know what I'm saying? None of this would have been possible, you know what I'm saying? And you know, there's a lot of stuff that's to come, whether you want to show us love or hate, we don't mind. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? If it's hate, all good. But show us something.
And when they do, we still show love.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's nothing, because your hate, it don't matter to us. So if you hate, man, we show love. And we are the embodiment of love. And if you're in the family, we want to get to know more about the person behind the artist persona. And that's why we do this. So get the family vibes with us, man. Reach out. If you need help, we're here. And if you want to be interviewed, just let me know, man. Just let me know. And that's it. Just remember, you know, it's better to show love than to be loved. Be selfless, not selfish. And world changing starts with you. So,
exactly.
Hey,
you
man,
don't have to have,
It's a dream just to be a part of this, bro. I appreciate you spending some time with us. And
yeah, but main thing, bro, you don't need an ego, you know what I mean, to accomplish anything, you know what I'm saying? You can do it without the ego, you know what I'm saying? You can do it through this whole love thing, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all love. That's what I'm saying.
Be humble and show love, and I promise you, it will get you way further. Now, we're going to rock out to Adam and Eve to conclude the show, but we love y'all, man. We're here if you need us.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just reach out, anybody and everybody. We're all here, so.
That long ago, Sub-Zero, there my heart was froze. Darker than some coal and carrying no post. I was Victor, she was Nora. Sacrificed my life if it meant hers she could keep. I tried to cure her illness, in the process I lost me. Cryogenic tears, I'm Mr. Freeze. Cupid's arrow with frostbite was never meant for thee. Against my better judgment, against my own philosophy.